Oh, it was still okay. I don't know. I'm
That game's
biased. I like
hard.
Kirby. Kirby's
Oh,
just a good little orb.
he tries to teach me math. I want to know that.
Kirby doesn't know math.
No, he doesn't. But that game's just like, oh, what? You didn't get it?
We do.
Stupid idiot.
I like that. Like, go. What are you doing? I'm like, fuck you, Kirby. You can't even like.
Kirby
I
can't
know
even.
you can't
He can't
count.
even say English.
Like
Can't
his
even say
commands
English.
for his starship is literally like a
It's a
children's
big
toy.
button that says "Please press."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Kirby's the cutest. Also, I love made except for Melee, because then people called him out on it.
It's because he's the best. You can't
Boy,
stop him from being the best.
Boyo, boyo.
Poyo Poyo. Koriwano Poyo.
Oh, so I'm IV training at my pharmacy now, so I'm pretty excited.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
The
I like
perfect
learning new
IV for your
things.
Pokemon.
What?
Yeah, IV training my Pokemon.
That's what I thought at first.
Oh, yeah. At work, where I'm supposed to be working, I've just been playing Pokemon.
That
That's what I
sounds
do.
like my job.
Oh, this sounds radical.
Yeah, it's
I want
pretty
that job. And we're getting a standard of living increase, which is also pretty nice.
Yeah.
Woo! God, I wish that were me.
Thanks, gang. Uh-huh.
Apparently, he is from, or he spent a lot of time in my hometown, and he talks about
Oh.
Drobits.
Is your hometown like a bad hometown?
It's
Does it
not.
suck there? Oh,
I think it has the
it's all
highest
coming together
stabbings per
now.
capita.
It's all coming together now.
Yeah, I grew up on the streets, Morgan, if you couldn't tell from my hardened exterior.
Yeah, I know. I could feel how, I don't know. Never mind.
Rough and tumble I am.
There we go. That's the word I wanted to use.
That
Stronge I am.
has.
Just 100% badass.
It's literally just that picture of Boyle, in the Matrix outfit, and oh, what does he say? Fuck, I gotta find it. Katie sent it to me, and it's the greatest.
How are you doing, Katie? I haven't talked to you in forever.
Oh,
I don't,
trying to
that's why I
find
asked.
a job still.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What? You, left your, travel agency thing?
No, I'm still there. I'm just vigorously looking for something else. Anything
Oh,
else.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It sucks though. It's
I'm
so
sorry.
hard to have job.
This one
That's not
is a
shit.
picture. This could also just be labeled being the party tank.
When you're the Arminter in Iron Heroes.
Hello, Call Steve. Also, there was dog poop on my welcome mat this morning.
If that isn't a great allegory for life.
And you know what? We live on the second floor, and there's no dogs in our apartment. So,
Amazing.
I know, right?
Life, huh?
You've defeated Alien. Next, bigger, stronger, worse Alien. Ain't that just like...
So, Brandon, I see you've been writing stuff in that formatting tab. I have yet to read it because I'm illiterate. What does it say?
It
I
says that
got
you're
cereal
really
for
cool.
breakfast and burritos.
It's We're mostly just talking about what kind of new formatting we want to do. It seems like everybody wants to lean more towards the live aspect than to do something like a teleplay. Because a teleplay has more.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not disappointed.
So hard.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm fine with that, though.
I wonder what we could do. I know, it takes a lot of time too. We can keep it in that channel. That's what the channel's for, is just throw out ideas until we can come up with some niche, and then, capitalism dictates that we monetize our hobbies so we don't feel like we're wasting time just because we're having fun.
See, this is what I was gonna say, but, like, you said it already. I'm glad someone else is feeling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, let's play D&D! Alright. Last time on D&D.
As we try to monetize.
Last time on D&D, big government came and took all of our Patreon supporters.
Our freaking yeah.
Because we said the D word.
Elon Musk came in and took a fat shit on my chest.
He ripped a
Here's my
fat
new
bowl.
truck. Gotta pay the extra for smooth polygons, idiot. And then he did a kickflip over my mom's grave. That's a joke. My mom's downstairs. She's fine.
It was a joke? Wow.
Wait, mom's grave is downstairs.
That's where Elon Musk is, just eating your dinner.
Come on,
Kick
guys,
flipping away.
go. He like knocks the rest on the floor so I can't eat it.
Got him.
Elon Musk, join our Patreon. Please like and subscribe.
Yeah, we'll buy your shitty car.
It's bulletproof. Why wouldn't I buy it? It looks like it's from RoboCop.
I don't want to live in RoboCop world.
No one wants to, but we're going to, and I want the bulletproof car while it's still like $25,000.
If we're gonna live in a terrible world, can we at least live in the Judge Dredd world?
That one's so much worse.
Yeah, it's even worse.
I know. I don't want it to be half-assed. Give me just the worst, where like a cop can come up.
Exists. It's one
Yeah.
sitcom, and it's one man yelling, "I'd buy that for $1," but it.
I'm about
Also,
it.
Red Foreman's in it.
Yeah.
What?
That's all I think of. The whole time is like, I'm gonna kick your ass, RoboCop.
Can you fly, Bobby? Clarence, no! I just bought the collector's edition.
The King of the Hill?
Yep.
Oh man.
Anyway, last
There-
time on D&D.
Last
What even
time,
happened?
you guys explored the Red District, you met the Madam, and then you set up a time to meet with her again.
Oh yeah, and the time to fucking talk to my dad.
Yeah. And then you guys went on a noir side quest to find some context to find Snort's father to finish some unfinished business.
Yep.
I believe you guys, after that, you went to... I should take a better note of what you guys did at the end. Oh, I did, actually. Okay.
What did you get for dinner?
Red District.
We got pizza?
Oh, then you guys went home back
Oh,
to the...
you're cooking in the oven?
Yeah.
Oven pizza sucks.
Oven pizza is not bad. Plus, you had the card, so I wasn't gonna buy a $20 pizza.
Sorry.
Pick it up right there. Everybody make will saves. Just
Okay.
make a wisdom check.
It took out my fucking.
I'm still pissed about used rope. I used used rope all the fucking time.
Hey,
You
wait,
actually did. It was amazing how often you worked it into a campaign.
hey, Wizards of the Coast. I know you're trying to cater more towards the theater of the mind, but where the fuck's used rope? You bunch of fucking shysters.
Oh, sorry that Matt Mercer didn't use it on
Wisdom.
I have
I've never seen the show. Disclaimer.
I have a coworker, and that's how they get into much.
I haven't tried it. Your coworker or the podcast?
The coworker. The podcast is fine.
All right.
It was a non sequitur. I'm sorry. Moving on. This is what people sign in for, right?
Yep. And remember, kids, if you want to support us on Patreon, just give us your Haribo Hotel account.
Just give me social number and we can do it.
Your phone number.
Give me a picture of your passport and your passport. Your birth certificate.
And your mom's passport.
And that's how you sign up for Patreon.
Yep.
Ouchie. I fucked up again. How did this happen to me?
I made my mistakes.
Okay, so where's Terrence?
I rolled. It's an 11.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
When I haven't rolled.
It's bad, but you know, it's there.
But I did it.
It ain't much, but it's honest rolls.
Taryn wearing a farmer hat, carrying a hoe.
It's honest rolls.
Taryn's a good bean. He never hurt nobody in his whole life.
It's
Except
true.
for all those poor ships.
So many ships. All at the bottom of the ocean now.
Alright, I'm in. You want me to make a will save?
Yes, please.
Alright, I can't. There's only wisdom checks. Got him!
Not much.
Do I fail the save now?
No, he has to commit seppuku, and you are the new.
You've
Oh
lived up
no! The fate worse than death.
It's like when
Everybody
Atlas got that guy to take. He's like, "Yo, just hold on to the world for like 1 sec."
I was like, oh yeah, alright.
Let's see. You all are racked through the entire night with frightful nightmares. Each of your dreams involve some form of like black liquid. It seems to seep into the floor and then rise. And it just continues to rise until everything around you is completely underneath it. You feel like you can't swim in it. You just immediately start sinking. Let's see. You're wrapped with terror, and you all wake up in cold sweats just before the sun begins to rise.
I wake up and I start. I've never been.
What do you start?
Sweating. I start
Yeah,
sweating.
it's hot.
Got 'em.
I like that.
And so we take the party from there. So you guys all wake up in your two separate manor rooms. It's not even daylight out
Oh
yet.
wait. Hold up. Did that one lady meet me up at my manor?
The drow woman?
Yeah. Remember I gave her my address and everything?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. You didn't give her any sort of date. Did you just ask her to go there? Because then you weren't there all night.
No, I didn't ask her to go there even. I just was like, hey, if you want to hang out sometime.
Yeah, I don't think she's there right now. But in the future,
Okay.
I think she will be. You're very convinced she'll show up.
I mean, I am pretty attractive, so.
And you're like extra for a drow.
Yeah, yeah. That's saying a lot, too.
If only you had spider legs instead of snake legs.
Oh, man. We can't all be perfect like you, Brandon, with your spider legs.
I love being a spider. It's great. And then so like there's all these cobwebs. Kitty's like vacuuming them up, and I'm like, no, I worked all day on those.
No, when I heard spider legs, I immediately thought of you as Yagna Magrum.
Oh, the dwarf. Brandon gained 500 pounds. His legs broke underneath.
Spider legs.
Oh.
I never even need to leave the house.
That'd be great. I'm like, oh, Hot Pockets. I'm just like covered in Hot Pocket grease.
That's what he looks like.
He looks very
Dwarves had access to Hot Pockets. I am the last Hot Pocket.
Let's see.
I need that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's our first T-shirt.
I have the last hot pocket. God damn.
Does anybody want to leave
are,
the manor?
I'm
Do you guys
so
want to?
sorry. I'm gonna interrupt you again. Did we have a meeting with the city council again today or no?
No, you guys had a meeting with the madam and the milkman because you guys wanted to talk about the plan to sneak everybody out, your conspiracy.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So that's what you guys have to go to, but it's not. You guys didn't set up like a clear time in the morning, so it might just be ambiguous what time you guys should arrive.
We'll get there when we get there.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything the party wants to complete within town? Because after this, you guys have planned to seek one of your leads out, and that lead was the mine.
I've nothing left to do in this town. I'm also afraid to travel outside the group, so I'm going to stay with the group.
You can still help me. Oh yeah, we're gonna check out the hideout too, right? Or is that a later date?
Trying to remember specifically, but I'm pretty sure that I can't remember what it was. I should have wrote it down. So for Snort's sister's story, you guys are looking for Snort's sister, Snort's father, and you had information that Snort's father was going to be returning on a boat that evening. And there's some kind of hideout where they stashed all of the original workers who had the neck braces that would not allow them to leave. But you don't know where that stash exactly is.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not sure if you guys want to follow that lead before or after you get back. I'm not sure how time critical sensitive is to you guys. I know it's important to Snort and her character.
That's still one of my few main goals to accomplish is to wrap up Snort's storyline.
So we can stop talking about Snort.
So
God.
stop talking about Snort and start talking about
Plus,
Well,
Yeah, fine. We're getting there.
Wakes up, gives a thumbs up, and throws up.
Alright. Do you guys want to leave the manor? It's still very early. Do you guys want to source information for the hideout, or do you guys want to try to meet up with the milkman and the madam?
Well, we should eat something before we go, so we have a nice balanced breakfast and a full stomach before we adventure.
Agreed.
yes.
Okay. You guys gonna leave and go to the kitchen or to the dining room?
Yeah.
All right.
The haunted dining room.
Yeah, you must. It's full size manor. You guys probably have like two. Whoever Gensha, are you gonna take lead?
Yeah.
Okay. As you open the door, you see the drow woman who was pruning flower heads the other day. It looked like as soon as you open the door, she jumps back. What you think she was doing is possibly looking through the keyhole into your doorway, but you don't really have any evidence, so you are pretty sure you saw her do it.
Well, I'm already not doing well in the brain from my dream, so I have no evidence that
Brain hurt?
The pizza I bought is too big.
anyone else got brain pain.
Ow.
So I just tried to do it, and I'm hoping for the best.
So you're not going to pursue her?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed.
Do I look nice?
No, I'll pursue her. I'm
my
cranky.
God.
All right. After you open the door and she jumps back, she's like, "Oh yes," she's like, "I was just coming to get you. Breakfast will be ready very soon."
Interesting. And what have you cooked for us today?
Let's see. Now you get to make a perception check. And Snort, you can make one also. I imagine you're both at the door.
Alright, alright.
Oh, cool. Where the fuck? There it is. Nice.
That was me. I criticaled.
Definitely wasn't that 11. Snort, you look this elderly drow woman up and down, and you notice that she has an unusually small number of spiders on her.
We unusually small or unusually small?
How little spiders there are on her?
Correct.
Are we covered in spiders constantly?
Just the drow.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That sounds like Drow.
Densha, you notice very subtly. You see the drow woman turns almost away a little bit. Her nose crinkles. It seems as though she's sniffing the air. She sniffs the air a few times. She says, "Yes, it's bacon and eggs."
Anyone else notice the drow woman's not constantly covered in a nice fuzzy coat of spiders today?
I look at Clang.
I haven't been spending any time with her, so it wasn't me. I am, however, the one who throws around the microphone.
Got him.
All right. You guys just gonna point out her lack of spiders? Are you propositioning her?
I feel like that would be strange and racist to assume of drow.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be like, a drow not covered in spiders for once. Cool.
Still feels racist.
Yeah. Some undertones.
Yeah. I think it's just abnormal for this person to not be covered in spiders.
Did we see her covered in spiders earlier?
Earlier, she had a more regular amount of spiders on her.
Ah. So I very culturally sensitively remark that she is has less spiders on her.
But sensitively.
But sensitively.
Let's see. She says that she is used to cleaning them off because the old master that she worked for did not like spiders.
Well, we love spiders. You keep them all if you want.
She takes a handkerchief and she dabs her eyes. She says, "That is the greatest thing I've heard."
Just ever?
Yeah, she says it in a very flamboyant manner. Her acting skills are quite bad.
Why would she be acting?
She starts sweating. How can it be a reenactment if it never happened?
Dun, dun.
Would you guys? She motions. Would you guys like to continue to eat the food, the bacon and eggs that she's promised to exist?
Are they spider eggs and spider bacon?
Of course, I have no reason to believe that this lovely woman wouldn't cook us a
A
delicious
home-cooked
meal
meal.
that hopefully doesn't have spooky spiders in it.
Why would it ever have spooky spiders in it?
Well, I mean, one of us likes to eat bugs and their equivalents.
So I would love it if there were spooky spiders in it. Why can't anyone ever cater to my needs?
Oh,
What about
We love you.
Squawk?
Squawk, squawk.
The party continues on down the darkened hallways of the manor because it's still not bright out. And you guys come to the dining room just as the chef is setting up. He almost looks surprised as you come in because you're here earlier than he would have expected. You all sit down to eat, and you find something incredibly shocking.
The spiders are
Electric?
people.
Oh shit.
Ha 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 ha.
It's even worse. God.
That was a good pun.
Let's see, you look upon the meal, but something's not quite right. There's eggs, but you look. It's not bacon, it's side pork.
People. Oh, God.
Side pork.
We've been bamboozled.
It's just what they call bacon here.
Conveniently, Taryn actually prefers side pork to bacon, so
Does it,
Well, you're wrong.
does it just look like someone slapped meat and eggs on my plate?
Yes.
That's all I care about.
all the bacon and eggs you have.
I'm mildly disturbed by egg breakfast.
I asked her how the party was.
She says it was great. She says that she tells you a very boring story about a man whose name is Ferdinand, and he plays a hurdy-gurdy, and she's like, he has the most dreamy eyes. At least one of them. The other one's a bit off-center.
And Milky White. Alright. I asked if she recognized anyone there.
That's the after party, if she recognized anybody there.
Yeah, at the party. See any friends?
And then you rolled to see if she remembers.
Maybe you should roll to see if she remembers anything.
Uh,
Since she's acting.
She says that, no, she says it was mostly a work party. She says I was very well behaved, but the way she says it is sarcastic in a way that I lack the energy to provide.
Nice.
I was very well behaved.
Ooh, yeah, like that.
I was very well behaved.
There you go. John's got it.
Yeah, I got you.
Why does everybody but me have it?
I did. I was really good at the party.
Nice.
Thanks.
Even
I
Ben.
did improv in college
You went to college?
one day. Yeah, for like 2 days. Half of it was improv.
You improvised the college?
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. After you guys dine for a bit, it's actually pretty delicious. Side pork is good. It's salted and crispy. It just breaks out in your mouth. The fat melts in your mouth. It's delicious. The eggs are okay. They're not you're still not used to the Xerian eggs, which mostly don't come from chickens. They come from like little dinosaurs. And the egg consistency is very it's an acquired taste. Let's see. Afterwards, it looks like they bring in some mail, and you guys have a whole stack of mail they bring in. It's like in a small crate they set down. It looks like all these different people have mailed you. There's like bills and like lower level politicians, tax collectors. You guys are just like looking at the front of them, not even opening them, and that's basically what you can get out of it just looking. Does the party want to go through the mail?
Yeah, sure.
That's a federal offense.
Well, it's our mail, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
federal offense.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's like you open your mailbox and the FBI's there.
Well, that's
That
true,
doesn't-
but it's also not a federal offense.
Oh, they're just... Okay, fair enough.
We-
Sounds like the FBI.
I'm sorry. So we slept, right? But it didn't actually give us anything.
No, we're healed from sleeping, right?
Yeah, you guys get a regular set of sleep. If you guys need to reset your spells, you can do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have misheard you. I thought we had like. I know you mentioned nightmares, but I took that to mean something different.
No, you guys have nightmares very regularly. I feel like you guys
Yeah, I
would
was gonna
probably.
say, I have nightmares every night.
I was about to say mine's from trauma. What's yours from?
I guess trauma?
Wow.
I've been having weird, like, bug-related dreams. I mean,
So trauma.
so trauma.
Yeah, that just sounds like the dreams I've had forever.
Well, I mean, those bugs were terrifying.
Let's see. If you guys aren't going to go through the mail directly right now, you do notice that there was a completely red envelope on the very top of the pile.
Is it shiny?
Yes.
I'm gonna open it.
When you open it, a fragrant smell wafts into your faces. Just even people who are across the room, it gets them also. It's very fragrant.
Oh,
Wow.
it's anthrax.
Oh man, I hate when this happens.
Let's see. And for those of you who met the Madame, you know that that smells just like the inside of her little tent palanquin. And inside is a nice handwritten note where it says that she wants you to meet her in the early morning at where the new casino is being constructed, which used to be a bar called the Three Sails.
Yee.
Oh, sorry, the Seven Sails.
Onward, squad.
Can't we finish our breakfast?
Of course.
You haven't finished your breakfast yet, I say, as I'm picking up the plate and shoveling it down my open mouth.
The entire plate,
Still waiting on the drink order.
porcelain and all.
How many mimosas can
How
I?
many Samoans can I get here?
How many?
How many Sammy Sosas come
How
with
many Sammy Sosas? I'm gonna start calling him that from now on. Hi, I'd like a Sammy Sosa, please.
Oh, like one Sammy Sosa. Then people just think that Sammy Sosa's real into mimosas.
Uh,
They're like, yeah, no, they named
Might
a drink
be.
after him in Chicago.
It all
He's a
makes
player
sense
in
though.
Chicago. Oh well, don't tell ya.
Sammy Sosa's mimosas.
Sammy Sosa's mimosas.
The mimosas.
The mimosas with the mimosas.
Anyway, the party leaves the manor. The sun is just about to rise.
I love
Early
it when you
morning
do that.
shopkeepers
Brandon.
What?
I love it when you do that.
Just segue.
Off our bullshit.
When someone says like a bad joke, you're like, anyway.
Never noticed. Just seemed like the right thing to do.
You're not wrong.
That's how trash our jokes are.
So you guys leave the manor. It's the early morning hours. It's still a bit cold. It was chilly overnight. It rained a lot last night. You see the early morning shopkeepers setting out their wares, putting up their overhead tents to shade themselves once the hot Zyrian tropical sun comes to scorch their flesh. You make your way through. I think you guys start in the Noble District. So you guys move within the Noble District where all the nice rich people are, and through the Market District, and back in the Noble District, and then you guys appear outside the construction zone for the Seven Sails.
Pickles being rowdy.
Yeah, he's going crazy over there. So outside, there's lots of people working. There's sailors. There's people hammering boards. There's some hobgoblins hanging out. On the corner is a newsie, and he's trying to sell this paper to some of the guys, but they're illiterate.
Does he have a permit?
You gonna ask him? You gonna threaten this newsie?
Become super lawful neutral. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a permit?
He's like, yeah, I got a permit. It's right here. And he turns around, he pulls down his overalls, and shows you his preposterously large-sized posterior.
Huh. While he's distracted, I take one of the papers and start reading it.
Make a sleight of hand. Make a reading check.
Make a reading check. I got a good thing. I'm good at thinking.
Make a check to blow up that balloon.
Oh boy. Was it athletics? What'd you say? Sleight of hand?
Perfect. Athletics. Oh, wait.
There we go. Sleight of hand. 11.
Perfect. Sleight of hand. With your 11, the newsie watches you take the paper, and he, as in the same action, uses his butt cheeks to grab a copper out of your pocket.
Using his butt cheeks.
His prehensile butt cheeks.
I hate it.
I
I'm gonna
then
kill myself.
I hate it.
What would the rest of the party like to do while this is occurring?
Vomit, probably.
Yeah, same.
I'm going to applaud the use of ass cheeks.
Katie.
The hobgoblin construction workers join in. There's cheering and hooting. One man whistles.
It really
live in
is
a
an
weird
impressive
world.
muscular feat.
No. No!
It's a heroic level sleight of hand.
I guess this is my life now. Like,
I don't like how this. Someone put the piss forest meme up again.
This is what you get from segueing from the plot, Danny.
I was trying to read the paper.
This is what you get for trying to murder Hobo. Do you want to read the paper you bought?
That's all I wanted to read.
We've been so good about not murder hoboing.
I don't murder.
Or hobo. Well,
Oh, no, I
You
definitely.
hobo, but that's like kind of the point, isn't it?
Yeah. I just don't believe in money, so I could never pay for it, and there's no way he's gonna let me read it normally.
I wish I could just not believe in money.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. You should meet my landlord.
Free real estate.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate.
So, Cab, you flip open, on the front cover, you see what looks to be a picture of an orc, a goblin, a halfling, some kind of fuzzy bird man, and some disheveled looking figure. And it says, Committee beseeches people to take shelter, formulating new plan, Committee on action. And it's like, and it has this boring write up. So you immediately open it and flip to the comic section, where there's a man who's attempting to ride a dinosaur, but he couldn't tell what end was the head, and he sat on it backwards.
Classic. We've all been there. I love dinosaur do right.
Don't we all?
Oh, Dino.
Oh, Dino. You should tickle my funny bone.
It seems like a good warning, though. I don't know how effective it will be. Do we have like other people that are influential to help back us?
You're about to see him.
Hearing smoke.
Anyway, I thank the newbie for his time.
He's like, yeah, sure, whatever. He's like, you're leaving dirt stains on the ground where you're standing. Scaring away my customers. He just shakes his fist at you.
I know your editor.
You gonna pull your power on him?
His name is Taryn. Completely misunderstanding.
That's right.
I also met a very nice turtle man. In a different, looks at Gensha, in a different city.
Goes to a different newspaper.
Yep. Kind of a non sequitur now that I think about it.
Are you just afraid Gensha's gonna turn him into a shield?
Yes. Also, I'm pretty sure Gensha was said out loud, I hate that guy.
Oh yeah.
Wait, which?
Gensha hates everyone.
Which? I don't hate everyone. Just most people.
One person you don't hate.
I don't hate any. Clang doesn't count.
Yeah, Clang. Everyone likes Clang. That's like saying Kirby.
But like the nasty version. He smells really bad.
Yeah, exactly, Gensha. Sweats and misanthrope.
Not to break up the inter-party conflict going on that's driving good character dimensions, but do you guys want to go into the construction site?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Alright, you guys make way into the construction site. Suddenly, Densha, you feel something tug on your arm.
Oh boy. Yeah. Okay.
You turn around. It's those goblin men who helped you flatulate your way into the committee meeting, and also the people who were in the hotel that you banded together.
Yeah. It's not who I was expecting to be tugging on my arm. This is good.
They're like, look, boss, we got new work. And they all have hard hats on, and they take nearby objects and hit the hard hats with the objects.
Do the hard hats appear to work?
You're not really sure. You think they might just have hard heads.
They're wearing sponges. This will work.
Mm-hmm. They just wanted to let you know that they're doing all right, and that you can count on them, boss. And it looks like one of the guys like hammering the nail in there, but he keeps only hitting his finger and not the nail at all. And then he's like, "Wow, time for lunch."
Whoa.
Highly relatable content.
Oh man, these guys are great. Well, I'm glad to see that they're putting you guys to work. May want to try actually hitting the nail, not just hitting the wood.
Are you gonna show them how to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you see here, you take the hammer, and you hit the nail, and the nail goes into the wood. Does that make any sense?
They're shocked. Unbelievable. This level of progression. One of the guys faint. The other guys are like, wait, show me again. This time make it slower.
I find an unhammered nail and very slowly lower the hammer to the top of the nail, do it a couple times, and then smack the nail into the board.
Such power.
They're loving it. They're like, we knew you could do it, boss. You always setting us straight. And one guy's like, boss, boss, boss. And they all start like cheering, and to the point it becomes a bit embarrassing.
Boss, train with me, boss.
It's my birthday, boss.
Thank you, boss.
Lord. I asked them if they've seen anything strange near the mines.
They say they don't go to the mines because it's outside the protection of the cedar trees. And once you go outside the Zerian cedar trees, that's when all the dinomorphs can attack you. And one guy's like, yeah, they got Lonnie's leg. And they're like, we miss Lonnie.
Rest in peace, Lonnie.
Good old one-legged Lonnie. The only
The husband thing.
got his
Did
legs.
also the leg problem.
They got his one good leg. He was only one leg from retirement.
Oh. Poor Alani.
Is there anything else you want to hit them with, Genshin?
Who appears to be in charge of the goblins when I'm not there?
It's obviously the hobgoblin with the sunburn on his face, but now he has like a new construction hat sunburn. So now it looks like he has like glowing red lower face, but his forehead is like pasty.
Okay.
I like it.
Hold on, let me get my sheet out so I can get a name for this guy. Okay. I would like a name for him, and then I will ask him. I need you to be on the lookout for something.
Shit,
This
I
is
already
going
gave him a name, but I can't find it.
Was it Kyle?
I'm gonna name him. I'm gonna name him Norbert.
Alright, Norbert on the watch. I'm gonna get the pen and write it down this time.
Cool. Now I have that written down. Excellent. This is going to sound strange, but I need you to trust me. There's an elven child, a young girl. I need you to look out for her. Make sure that she doesn't stick around for very long if she ever shows up here. If you see any sightings of her, why don't you just throw some information my way when you can?
All right, are you gonna give him details on where he should go with the information?
If you can't get to us, bring it to one of the retainers at our manor.
He's like, yeah, yes, sir. He's like, I will keep my eyes vigilant. And he like squints. And he squints so hard that you see like a vein come out in his forehead.
Just be careful.
He's like, you want me to make her disappear? And he has like a very small knife.
Only if she threatens you.
He's like, God.
It may sound strange that a little girl could pose a threat to you, but trust me. Just trust me. And speak no word of this to the others. And I wave my head over to the rest of the party.
He nods. You feel as though he's understood this better than you expected.
Good, it's about time.
It's about damn time, Lonnie.
That's not Lonnie. Lonnie's dead.
Lonnie's
Oh
dead.
shit, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, dead
Lonnie's
Lonnie.
dead. This man here, this is Norbert.
What a world!
We have to find his brother Daggett.
Angry
his brother
beavers.
Nabbit.
Oh, was it my family? Oh, never mind. You don't know what all the people's... Never mind.
It's Angry Beavers.
Yep.
But just keep this to yourself. Try not to rile up any of the others. Just don't tell my allies. This is gonna be something that's just between you and me, okay?
He's like, top secret, boss. He's like, for my ears only. And he like points at his ears, but when he points at one of it, and he points at his nose for some reason also.
and we're back. I get up, thank him for potentially assisting me, and make my way back to the group.
All right. You guys want to head into the building?
Yeah. Oh, I tell all the goblins to keep up the good work and to not and to make sure they're taking it easy.
Taking her easy.
Taking her easy, boys.
It's the only way to take her.
It's like working for the weekend plays, and they're just like nailing boards to anything that's around.
Oh man,
Everybody!
Alright, so when you enter, the smell of stale milk immediately, it's pungent, it breaks into your nose and makes your eyes nearly water.
Donnie.
The milkman's nearby.
Oh
Man,
man,
I love Donnie.
we love the milkman.
Anyone else noticed stanky as fuck in here?
Uh,
Donnie turns to the corner. Donnie.
Who is this Donnie?
Donnie's the milkman's real name.
Oh my god. He has a real name?
Yes,
Yeah.
Donnie.
It's Donnie!
You got it.
God, you nailed it.
Donnie?
Yeah, his dad is the man that lives in the magic farm.
I don't think that's his
relative,
dad.
but they know each other intimately
They're
as
pals.
friends.
Intimately.
As pen
As
pals.
for best pen pals.
Yeah.
Let's see. Inside the building looks a lot like you'd previously seen it when you first came to Moortown. But there's been a lot of work done. There's a couple of new bar stands. There's chairs. Not a lot of activity going on. In the corner, there's a crocodile man. He looks to be running around, and he's got like big jugs of milk in his arms, like stacked up in between his arms.
Just big jugs. Oh, I know this guy. He's working for the milkman now?
He's working for the weekend, bro.
Stop that.
Is it the same crocodile man, or am I just being racist again?
No, it's the same one. They all look the same to you, though, but this one is just cartoonishly chunky.
Oh, okay.
You are racist, though.
Oh shit.
Sidebar, yes.
Confirmed racists.
Let's see. He's like, have you guys seen Mr. Milk? He needs his milk He needs his milk today. I got it right here.
Needs no
Not
more.
tomorrow. Not Thursday.
He is making the world lactose intolerant.
Do you guys want to try to find the milkman? He doesn't seem to be apparent in front of you at all.
Well, I
Follow
ask
your
him.
nose.
I ask him if he knows where he went. He's clearly been here because we can smell him.
He says, he's like, I don't know. He's like, I went to go get this milk, and I came back, and he wasn't there. And he like points at like a ridiculously comfy looking lounge chair that is empty, but looks fairly soiled from a small fat man sitting in it for a long time.
Spooky. Yeah, I guess it's time to go and look for ol' Milky,
Donnie?
right? Is that his name?
Old Milky.
Ol' Milky.
Time to
The
split up.
Milky Ranger.
Investigation checks.
Okay.
Wrong button.
You got a pick.
You got a pickle. I really suck at talking and
Damn, I cannot do skill points to this.
Let's see if I get another good one. It was terrible, baby. Woo.
We just have no idea.
Can we at least get like even if I rolled with advantage, it's still a 5. I figured we could just follow his stink until we found him.
Yeah, do a survival check.
Yeah, just survival for stink.
Let's see.
Stanky boy check.
Stankin' check.
Clang, you and Gensha check under the bar. Under the bar, you find nothing but old alcohol bottles and musty cobwebs, small layer of dust, and very moldy set of cranberries.
Cranberries.
Do you consume them, Clang?
Yeah.
Make a constitution check.
I got a 7.
You are now partially intoxicated from these fermented cranberries.
Woo! Yeah!
Gensha, Clang becomes rabid. He attempts to climb you and other objects that are nearby.
I'd like to do a use rope check to restrain him. Oh wait, wizards!
Would have been perfect.
Everyone stares at the camera.
Dun,
Oh,
dun,
I'm
dun,
sorry. I thought this was
dun.
America. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was Zyria.
Yeah, well, Zuria's like a big open air jail, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
I suppose you're right there. It's
I
probably not
pat
the best one
Clang
to play.
underneath my arm like I'm carrying a basketball.
Clang this basketball.
I allow this to happen, but I cackled the whole time because it kind of did.
I approach the crocodile man again.
Clang's mouth opens and Come On and Jam starts playing.
Come on in, jam. Terrifying. Just terrifying.
Wherever
Awful,
we
just Drek.
wherever we are appears to be terribly old, or at least unused for a long time. Why would the milkman want you to meet him here?
Is that what you asked the Crocodile Man?
Yeah.
Crocodile Man says this bar was shut down because they found out it was being used as a front for elven nationalists.
Ooh man.
That is a
Suck if
crime for certain.
had something to do with that.
Yeah, so he said he bought it really cheap. Now he's turning it into the new casino.
Ouch. I guess it worked out for you then, right?
The Crocodile Man nods. He's like, "Yep, I got a raise. I get 3 more cookies an hour." And he like opens up his he's like big bloomer pants, and they're just cookies all in there, like warm with the heat of Ziria in his body. It smells delightful though.
It smells delightful. Y'all want a cookie? They're kind of warm from my.
I talk to this guy. I say, remember last time when I gave you money to buy cookies? Why don't you just do that? You can have so much more cookies.
Explain.
Also, this is a match made in heaven. The cookie croc and milkman.
That's true.
You gonna break up this
AA and
duo?
CC.
Famous Amos and a famous milk brand. Burn Dairy.
Taryn, where's your investigation check?
I'm
Burn
sorry.
it to the ground.
I'm looking at the other investigation checks, and I was about to like, did anyone else find anything?
That's Terran's greatest flaw. He actually believes everything that's been said ever.
Yeah, you can believe everything on the internet.
Disclaimer.
Please don't believe anything off that.
Especially
anything on this.
Let's see. Taryn, you and Cab make your way to the upper floor, where the milk smell is a bit more pungent. You're like, oh, it's some fresh milk smell, fresh boiled milk smell. Ugh.
Oh, milk steak.
And you
Tasty.
both come across a door, and it appears to be closed. It's the only closed door on this floor. What would you guys like to do?
is the door locked?
No.
Oh, okay, good. That solves my next thing. I was gonna punch it, but the door is
I was
unlocked.
gonna kick it with kung fu.
You could still do that.
I kick it with kung fu.
All right, make an athletics.
Down lock.
It's like the door is made of dry styrofoam.
No, I'm like a cool karate guy.
Athletics.
All of
Karate
us?
Cat.
No, just Karate Cab.
Okay.
It's your name now. I hope you like it.
But I do kung fu.
Karate Cab with the power of 1,000 generations of ki energy. You kick it with all the force of a 14-year-old punching the wall while listening to Linkin Park.
Crawling my skin.
Your foot gets stuck in it. The door gives way. The bright shining light from outside comes in. Looks like this door used to be an emergency exit, but there's no longer stairs outside.
I'm gonna back up and put the door back into place.
You have to pull it off your foot first. Why don't you and Taryn both make strength checks?
Think about it. No, I don't.
Oh, I'm the strongest Terran that ever was Terran.
I learned many secrets.
Yeah.
I learned weightlifting
Punching.
from my time on the docks.
Wait, you worked on the docks?
Well, I mean, that's what I'll tell people.
Thankfully, due to Cab's slimy frogman leg, the door sloops back off, and also to Terran's tremendous halfling strength, the door is freed from Cab's foot.
Man,
Freedom.
I love the phrase "tremendous halfling strength."
That's why they call me Terran, because I'm always tearing doors off their hinges.
Terran, but
Everyone take 1d6 joke damage.
Wisdom save, pun resistance.
Is that real? Because I will take that.
So what's on the other side of the door?
Nothing. It just goes outside.
Does the smell seem to get any stronger or weaker?
It gets weaker because all the smell leaves through the door hole.
Those are mine.
Yep, now it's time for Snort. Snort, you watch these befuddling fools break a door and then hurt themselves getting it off. And then you go upstairs to the 3rd floor where the smell is unbearable. And you can hear what appears to be breathing or snoring.
I will creak open the door, holding my nose, and try to sneak in.
Open the door. As you do, you bump into something, but you can still see there. Stooped over
What?
is the milkman. He's in the laboratory. That's the laboratory, but there's no longer a sign.
Is it
No.
laboratory or
No!
Is it
What
the
experiment is he
bathroom or a
working on?
laboratory?
He was defecating.
Oh. Oh, no.
Question. Was he in a laboratory?
You asked for another slice, didn't you?
Would Snort like to take any other actions?
Seeing as he is conscious, I close the door. Disgusting.
He is unconscious.
No. No, he pooped himself unconscious, like in Scrubs, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that episode.
Does he look injured, or was it the strain of defecating?
If there was strain, it looks like he's very relaxed now.
Well, that's good.
I slam the door closed, trying to erase all memories of this event from happening.
You hear him stammer, and somebody stand up. He's like, "What? Who's there?" He's like, "Are you delivering the piano?" And he like bumps into the doorway, and then it opens. He adorning his loincloth.
I kind of just like nervously wave and say, "Hi, we're here."
Like squints. He's like, "You're not the piano delivery person."
Nope.
He's like, "All right." He's like, "Fine, return me to my chair." And he just like motions so that you can go downstairs.
By return you to your chair, you mean pick you up and bring you back to your chair.
What else would he possibly mean?
Once
Put him in the
Snort,
bathtub.
Did I actually talk to Stankman
He is not allowed in
after
my
I was
bathtub.
done being a Did I ever actually talk to Stankman after I was done being a fight person? Or was
no.
that the rest of the party? Okay,
The
I
only
figured.
person that has rapport with him is Clang and I, because we're his former employees.
Okay. I figured that was the case, but just want to make sure. How disgusting does he look?
Real bad.
Yeah, he looks like you. At first, when he came down the stairs, you thought he had like a white T-shirt on that had been stained brown, but it's just like his like flesh has like sweat stains built into it.
You say to him.
Jesus Christ.
When he sees the rest of the party, he's like, "Yes." He's like, "My workers." He looks around. He looks a bit confused, like he's not sure if that's true or not. But he said it really loud, as if to confirm with himself.
You caught us.
The alligator man rushes over to give him his milk, and he's like, "Yes, cookie crocodile, thank you." And he consumes a large portion of it just standing there. Meanwhile,
Cookie
that
Croc, he left his family behind.
let's see, trying to remember what they're called. The flamboyant messenger that you guys had accompany you in the previous game suddenly enters the room. He says, "Presenting the Madame," and he takes a red carpet and he rolls it on the floor, and then slowly walks in. Is a very small shrew woman. You now have your meeting. The milkman sits down, he claps, and the crocodile man produces a table and chairs really fast, like faster than you thought that crocodile man could move, like a bugbear.
Looks like I'm having a seat.
Yep.
Does anybody not want to sit? Does anybody not want to consume the milk the crocodile man is providing? Also, the pile of cookies he dumped in the middle of the table.
I'm going to vigorously peck at the cookies from my position tucked under Gensh's arms.
I hear someone crunching loudly, and I just imagine it's Cookie Croc eating cookies.
Does the milk smell bad?
No, the milk smells great.
I'm still gonna pass.
Coward. I look at him, I'm like, is this a white Russian?
What is Russian?
Is this milky vodka?
Oh yes, we love our vodkas.
He
Here on
invented it.
Here on Zyria, milky vodkas are a delicacy.
No,
Ooh.
break into song about the milky vodka.
I mean, it is an old.
Well,
I decline the drinks and say no thank you. I've brought my own, and then when the camera pans in, I leave several very clearly labeled bottles of Onionade on the table so that the nice and center frame so that the camera can get them.
Sponsorship.
Sponsored by Onionade.
Shit.
Drink it. What's the worst that could happen?
Just vomiting for days.
Yeah, it's great. You'll love it. Put it in your body.
Let's see. So the madam starts off, and she addresses Clang, because Clang, she assumes, is probably the leader, because that's who talked to her last time. She points at the Birdman. She says, "Our first order of business is that we need the milkman safe." And she points to the milkman, and you all notice the milkman is very intently staring at Gensha.
Breathing real heavy.
Yes.
John.
Oh, I'm sorry. He had cut out. I felt awkward about asking him to repeat himself.
Oh, this man is staring directly at me.
Oh god.
After we were told to protect the milkman.
No, we need the milkman safe.
Oh, the box full of money? I can do that. We don't need the milkman
We need the
safe.
milkman, comma, safe.
We need his safe.
We need the
his
milkman.
possessive safe.
We need the milkman
Yeah.
apostrophe S safe.
I get it now. I'm sorry. I was confused.
No, you're good.
That's good.
Did I ever get paid from this guy for being a fight man before? I never even got paid for that.
Well, we did have a little thing happen before it ended.
I still did my end of the deal.
I'll say also, you were going to be paid by your patron, but he didn't survive.
Oh no.
Should have wrote it in his will.
Classic.
Yeah, I could go for some more adventure. I'll go get Stanky Man's safe. Get him.
The milkman stares at you. He's like, "Do I know you?"
I would imagine so. I was killing people in a big arena for you. How long's it been? Like a week, 2 weeks.
A week, really. It hasn't been that long at all.
I would hope so. I was killing stuff in an arena for you about a week ago.
He like claps his hands and he sits back. He's like, "That's right, that's right. You are the violent one."
Well, I don't like to toot my own horn here, but I can be pretty violent.
Let's see. He tells you, I guess he's like, "I wanted to be a pit fighter, but I had too much of a gentle temperament. That's what prevented it."
He says while chortling so hard that his fat rolls wiggle around and he drips milk all down the front of himself.
Yeah.
Same.
This is peak masculinity. Most people don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Sure.
Let's see. Then the milkman tells everybody that the milkman is very safe. He has very many bodyguards. He's like, "I am safe. The meeting is done."
Stop. Well, now hold on here. We can't just leave. I need a little bit more assurance that more bug men aren't gonna come and try to invade your casino, or I suppose I could. But here, I have a better way of playing this out. So you get this casino up and running. What's to stop what happening again? I should hope you're vetting your guards.
He looks and looks down. He's like, "Yes, they do have all their shots." But
Boo! See,
I love it.
If we were streaming this, we could have a studio audience, and then we could just have them boo or applaud or make goblin sounds.
we couldn't get him to stop booing. Anyway, so it looks like the milkman is misunderstanding you guys. But when you ask him about his protection, he'd probably tell you is and he points to the crocodile man, and he points at Cab and Taryn. He's like, "I think they work for me too."
I point
I
at Flang.
think
I'm
they
like,
work
yeah.
for me too.
Well, I mean, whatever works, am I right?
So what you're
Lubba
telling
lubba
me,
dub dub.
so what you're telling me is your only protection are this crocodile with cookies stuffed in his pants, a safe for your money, and my.
Yeah, I might kill you, to be honest.
If we're being real here,
He like thinks about it. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Wait a minute. Am I in danger?"
Constantly, just
Then the milkman begins to weep.
oh no. I put my arm there and say, please, please.
is
You're
that
gonna touch him.
Yeah,
You hover hand him.
yeah.
God, you feel like a warm, moist,
Moist. Ugh.
You
Ugh.
didn't even
feel
touch him.
moist heat radiate off his nasty body. Ugh.
I don't say it's gonna be okay. I just say, please stop.
Please, just did you not? Is that any way for a man of your influence to be acting? How are you actually gonna hire more guards if they all think you're a big blubbering cheese wheel?
Butthead.
Like
Which you are.
Like snot is like running down his face. He has like no regard for how he looks. He looks awful now. Like a mountain made of flesh, just erupting all these clear viscous liquids.
That's a bad. Please don't do that again.
Intimidation.
Oh, that's intimidation. He's bothering me. This is supposed to be a man of great power and import and
Inherited.
rich fat guy. But
He is also that.
Let's see. Do is like smash a bunch of the cookies, and then the crocodile man also begins to sob.
oh no,
No.
man. No, Croc man.
Does anybody else want to take a swing at controlling him?
Slam my hand down on the table and look against you. More serious than I've ever been.
You made
Now he left his family behind.
made Cookie Croc cry. He hasn't cried like this since he left his family behind. Ellipses behind.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Sorry, still sick. I'm sure that there's a way that we can resolve this. Take my drink in a way that doesn't make Cookie Croc cry. He's the best of us. He is our heart.
You said the madam showed up, right?
Yeah, she's just standing there she's sitting there impatiently. Her servants bring her like some fresh tea, and one of them suggests that they move to another building that doesn't smell like fecal matter and milk.
Delicious.
Can I do a magic trick to pull a cookie from behind Cookie Croc's non ear holes?
Make a performance check.
Can Taryn assist me?
Perform.
He can, and you guys also get a +2 because it's creative.
Because we're such good friends.
With Cookie Croc?
No, with each other.
That's true, yeah, you're right.
What's that? Sleight of hand or performance?
Ooh.
Whatever you got high.
Yeah, you pick whatever you got higher in.
And
I
then
will
add
attempt
2
talk
to that.
Milkman because he understands me.
Does he?
Wow.
I'm good at cookie manipulation.
Yeah, not only do you pull the cookie out,
It's not even loading, so there.
you get the whole wad staff, and you make it look like it came out of your nose.
Wad staff manipulation jutsu.
Yeah.
How's Cookie Croc feeling?
He's happy. He's much better. The milkman is also pleased by this. He wanders over to you, Cap. He takes your cookie cats and he blows his nose and rubs his face clean on it.
On my what? My robes?
Yeah.
They disintegrate upon his touch.
But only Cap blows on them.
I'm like, oh, sorry about that, man.
It's like missing half of your face now.
I'm just shredded. I have a jetpack. Turns out the secret wine.
Let's see. Now that you guys have normalized everything.
I asked the milkman, I'm like, Bob, come into your safe, right? Where you got that sandwich from your nice old man?
He's like, yeah. He's like, Michael makes me sandwiches when I'm down.
Can you tell me more about Michael?
Let's see. He just like goes and sits in his chair. Like, yeah. He's like, Michael taught me how to fly. He's pretty nice.
Can you fly only in the safe or outside the safe?
He's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I was like, oh man, could I meet Michael?
Yeah, whatever.
He like nods his head. He's like, yeah. He's like, that could happen. Starts looking around for milk.
All right, Cookie Croc, could you give me for Don? Milks are calling.
Cookie Croc pours him a frothy, fresh cup of brisk, cold milk, and he gulps it all down like a hard drinker. He's like, ah! He's like, that's much better.
And
I
like everyone's input, if we combined our forces, we'd consolidate the power. We could all take care of different portions of the city. And it might make evacuating a lot easier.
The madam, she agrees with your statement. She says that it's a great idea. They can divvy up the city in equal portions and organize the people.
Yeah, the plan's working. See, gang, I'm getting us our whole chunk of city to own.
Oh, you're a fucking genius, dog.
I'm a fucking mastermind. But they don't know that. Playing fucking 69 to um
So obviously the madam will get the red light district. The milk train will get the milk light district.
ew. Ew. Gross.
Let's say the madam says,
What do you think? This is some kind of fantasy game where everything I say suddenly becomes real?
I think it's like a joke or something. Have another plan. Man of milk. Now I know you're trying to
The milked man.
the milked man.
The milked man.
Milked man.
I'm
Man, the milk.
It's good. Call me that.
maybe it's milk.
I'm workshopping that one. I'm sorry.
It's pretty good.
I know you're trying to set up a new casino, but I'm going to present to you an alternate idea if you're interested. I say you continue setting it up. We use it as a distraction. Last time, the main reason that there was such a high amount of damage is because there were a lot of people focused in on one area. They knew they could cause the most damage by going to a highly populated building. What a
Oh.
bustle and casino, where all the higher ups of your society are going. We trap them here. The goo monsters, the bug beasts, the leech army. I don't even know what the fuck they are at this point. They just, in my mind, they're all just a bunch of weird, formless.
They got many forms, I think.
insects. Black, amorphous black goo with tentacles and insect mandibles and human parts,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is pretty fucking sweet, honestly. But anyway,
You're on their side, and they all just like rise up against you.
sounds like traitor talk.
Huh,
Up and running. I want you to make this place look like it's the place where people have to be. And then when the day comes for evacuation, I need this place in full swing. That they're the people we want to trap.
It's like, well, what happens to my casino after you trap the people here?
Well, you see, that's the fun part. Once we trap them here, the only way to get rid of them is to burn them. So we burn the casino, but we comp you with a new area for a new casino.
Just 10 milk tokens.
We just need. We'll give you 10 milk tokens, and that's your way in for a brand new casino.
The madam does want to interrupt. She says that you told her that there was going to be some kind of bug attack where there was going to be like hundreds, maybe even thousands of flying insects that were going to carry people away and eat them.
That's still true.
I don't remember saying they're gonna fly away with the townspeople, but that is true, and that is basically
definitely said
true.
that.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what's happening.
That is still true. Yes.
Well, I say because everybody should know that in the entire town because Clang gave a speech about it last game.
I did.
Oh, that explains why they think the bugs are just gonna fly in like actual bugs and start eating people.
I mean,
Some might.
Some.
Yeah.
I mean,
They did last time.
in my experience, they just sort of pile up until they slough over what they're trying to pile over. They all
Except for that
seem.
one time.
Well, they fly now, though. They evolve.
Oh no.
Like big boys. Big buggy boys.
Big buggy boys.
If these weren't like bad bugs, I think I'd like them a lot more.
Like
Swap
a
with-
like a tameable species of eldritch bug monster.
Yeah, like cute little bugs, but like
Yeah.
really big little bugs.
We feed them little fruits and things. That'd be cool. When's the bug taming expansion? Early.
Yeah, that's
Brandon.
I haven't even delivered
alternate
the dinosaurs yet.
It's an alternate timeline that happens.
Yeah, that's right.
They're
This is
actually
like,
just
hey,
really
guys, wanna play
cute.
my dinosaur campaign. We had one dinosaur. His name was Grongo, and he died.
I remember that.
Grongo did not die. Grongo's alive.
He's alive in our hearts.
He's alive in
kidding.
reality.
The arms of an angel.
I
I
will remember you, Grongo.
I agree
The
with
arms
the,
of a Bronco.
I agree with the madam in that is still entirely going to happen. But the actual specific details, I'm not sure of myself on. I just know that a giant invasion of bug monsters is going to happen.
Well, what she proposed is that they would get everybody together and then not tell anybody, but on the day that we thought the attack was going to be, because you guys know what day you believe they're going to attack, everybody was going to escape into the safe. But that's why you need the milkman safe.
is his safe big enough to house that many people? Or
Of
are we
course.
just escaping through like a false exit type of thing in the back of the safe?
It's like subspace.
Why don't you guys ask him about it?
Because he
Yeah,
doesn't give good
I
answers.
did.
Yeah, because he doesn't seem to understand things. Okay, I'll ask him about his safe. So part of our
He's like, I don't want
plan.
to talk about that.
Well, it's classified information.
Oh, that's milky like my mother. Sorry.
Part of our plan will also involve evacuating the citizens. But to do that, we'll need a mostly impenetrable building, and for that, we're gonna need to use your safe, Milky. So could I ever call you Milky?
I
like-
prefer it.
He like nods. He's like, "What are you gonna do with my safe?"
Beyond using it to keep the townsfolk safe, nothing.
Let's see. After he like wipes his mouth, he gets very lucid. He tells you that his safe was a gift from his mother, who's one of those, I want to magic people or something. You know what they're called? I can't remember. They're really big,
Grongo.
bigger.
Oh, you mean a Grongo? Oh, I haven't seen those.
A god.
He's like not that big, somewhere in between there.
Between a god and Grongo. I never sit down.
Let's see. He tells you that the safe is actually just a gateway that leads to Moltar Crater, which is on the southern end of Zyria.
Is it hot there?
He says, no, it's actually winter there. It's getting cold.
Winter is coming.
Hmm. That means we're gonna have to prepare for making sure people freeze to death too.
No, we don't.
So it's agreed then. You're fine with us
We
taking your safe
He
passage?
wants to know what he gets out of it. He's like, what do I get? I let him use my safe. He's like, Moltar Crater is cold. All these people here have normal people clothes.
Well, what do you get out of it? You get to live.
You can
If
sell
you-
them clothes for so much profit.
Let me put it this way. You escape with us and let us use your safe and maybe burn down a good chunk of the city, unfortunately. And you live. You come back, you rebuild. Or you can stay and most likely die.
He's like, why can't I just go through the safe without you guys?
That's non-negotiable.
We've already stolen your safe.
Mr. Milkman, you wouldn't leave your loyal workers to die, would you?
He's like, never. He's like, never leave them. He's like, they're my workers. You. And this time he goes to point at Snort when he's not really sure and just points at Cab again instead.
You and
Oh, does that mean I get to bring a +1?
Am I the +1?
Mr.
I don't
Milkman,
want to die.
help your workers and all of
Sorry,
their
headphones came unplugged. I'm like, can I bring my sisters? Point at Genshin and Snart.
He's like, yeah, okay. He's like, okay. He's like, let's go to Moltar Crater. He like gets off his chair and he goes to a nearby cabinet and he opens it. He starts putting mittens on.
Just mittens.
But after the mittens, he's trying to put his jacket on, but he can't because he's got his mittens on already.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I help him.
Oh, these darn sleeves. Ooh.
My hands are too big now. How did this happen?
How am I
My
gonna?
hands were never this big.
Where'd my fingers go?
I can't.
Where'd my
Button my
fingers?
jacket. My hands don't work.
Gosh
That's
dang
so-
hands.
Uh,
oh jeez, that's great.
The madam is concerned about dressing everybody warmly. She says, how can you keep it a secret if everybody has to have warm clothes?
Well,
Grongo will let us know.
yeah, Grongo's gonna be our signal. Well, we'll either
We'll
need
just
a
have
signal.
to... I have the ability to summon fire. A large amount of it. We'll keep them safe by being near that. How about that?
I would also imagine that people could carry a small pack of belongings in a large crowd, but that would also be really conspicuous. So
No. We'll just have to stockpile warm clothes in that area right now.
And that's our
Everyone pack everyone else's suitcase.
And, yeah, and that's our next mission. Our next mission, we have to deliver warm wintered coats to a vault, a safe.
Aw.
Mhm.
I wonder what experiment they have on them.
initiate Operation Safe Passage.
Moisture.
That's pretty good. Madam likes that. Operation Safe Passage is go.
She just likes cool names for things.
She has a cool name. Tower. She's like, what if my name was just nice smelling rat woman?
Haha, be a bad name. It's instantly executed on the spot.
So we've got most of our bases covered.
One more thing's been eating at me. These parasites. Ah.
This is why they tune in.
One more thing's been eating at me. What is to stop the spread of information? If we're trying to keep spies from following us, will we communicate this to the average townsfolk? In fact, what's to say your guards aren't already spies?
No, so say I'm not a spy.
Yeah, are you accusing the madam or the milkman?
I'm accusing both of potentially having spies.
I also look shocked.
Less accusatory and more paranoid.
Let's see. The madam says that the only person she's brought in here has been her her extremely loyal messenger, who is like a highly paid and revered position. If he gave up secrets, he basically would lose his life ability. That's his whole job is worth.
Acceptable. That's a good enough answer. That's fine with me. And I look at Cookie Croc.
Love Cookie Croc.
And then I look at Milky. Oh, Milky.
Milky Man.
Milky just he gets back to the table and he's like super sweating because he's all in this warm clothes now. He's like I hope we go soon. It's getting warm in here. And suddenly he like sits up and he points. He's like, what? That raccoon got in here again. And he points at the madam.
Those goddamn raccoons.
He's like, Cookie Croc, get the broom. But Cookie Croc does not get the broom because he knows that it's not a raccoon because he's not a dummy. Well, he's a dummy, but he's not.
It's a spy. Cookie Croc is a spy.
After your cookies and your Crocs.
After my heart.
Can't fucking have my Crocs, you scaly bastard.
They're my favorite kind of shoe.
They're full of holes so my toes can breathe.
Like my feet.
Alright, so the milkman didn't give you a direct answer. Do you want to force an answer at him? Is there anything else the rest of the party wants to do?
Oh, if he doesn't give me a direct answer, I'm gonna get upset and be like, hey, dickhead. Spies maybe.
He's like, I won't tell anybody. And he points at Cookie Croc. And if he tells anybody, I'll take away all his cookies. And Cookie Croc just looks at you, shocked at the idea that his cookies might not be in his pants any longer.
My cookies aren't permanent. How did this happen?
Yo, he took a bite of gum.
This is what they tune in for.
Yeah.
These great characters like the Milkman and Cookie Croc.
And
I
Cookie
love
Croc.
Cookie Croc. If we don't have a TV or a T-shirt for Cookie Croc soon, I am
Yeah.
gonna riot. As our entire fan base.
So you?
Go on to our
Yes.
merch. Go on to our Patreon and support us now, viewers, so we can get
For a
this.
Cookie Crock T-shirt.
You can get a
Awesome.
chance at a dank Cookie Crock T-shirt.
You get one
Or a
pizza
regular
roll,
one. It doesn't have to be like a weed one.
the dankest of ganjas.
Well, I'm convinced that Milkman and Cookie Crock are too dumb to be spies, and I believe the madam because she's actually.
As far as you know.
As far as I know, yeah, but when her for competency are a sweaty man covered in milk and sweat and a crock with cookie pants
For
then,
cookies for hands.
with cookies for hands and skin.
Cookies for skin too? I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
All the chocolate chips.
He has cookie scales. Basically looks like if you covered someone in a bag of Cookie Crisp. Also, completely unrelated to this, guys, but in the next game we play, we could buy the Rick and Morty module and play a Rick and Morty D&D game.
I will play that if you run it. I will not run that.
I also refuse to run that because I think that would I don't know. I think that would hurt me
Hurt
deep
your
down.
professional life.
If anyone
Now
finds
they
the
find
stream,
out.
fuck.
You'd go for congressman and they'd be like, "Heard you ran a Rick and Morty."
You're not voting for this dude.
If my D&D Facebook group finds out that I was running a Rick and Morty D&D game, they'll laugh at me.
Crit crab
Be
make
the
a video
laugh-
about me.
They'll say it's cringe and not based.
Oh no. The worst
Shrek laughed
insult.
at his cringe
Stop.
compilation.
With his camera.
They'll stop calling me king and they'll start calling me like chief or something like that.
Yuck.
They just gotta say, okay, boomer, and that'll be it. Anyway.
So you're gonna run that Rick and Morty game?
Josh is.
Whoa,
Implying I'm
whoa,
gonna
whoa.
spend money on the Rick and Morty D&D book.
Does it come with sauce? The chicken nugget sauce?
I'd imagine that's the glue keeping the pages in the book.
I mean, how else would they do it?
I'm about it. I'm in.
I'd like to see what kind of game Josh runs. If it's a straight-laced game where they play 3.35 and they actually have used rope.
I tend
Yeah,
to
wizards.
run pretty, standard high fantasy stuff. Yeah.
I bet it's dope.
It's not dumb, Katie. Rude.
I said dope. I bet it's dope. Don't put words in my mouth.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, so do you guys want to leave this meeting? Nobody else says anything else? You guys are fairly secure that the secrets have not been leaked?
Yeah, I've covered all the bases I could think of.
That's pretty base.
Pretty based.
You would like to shoot again?
Is it first base? Second base.
We're getting lewd up in here, Morgan.
And anyway, do you guys want to leave town and head to the mines?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you guys wave goodbye to the madam and the milkman. As the milkman's like, "Do I know you?" And the madam's like, "Yes, we went to high school together. I sat behind you in English class." And he's just like, "I think I was privately tutored." He's like, the king.
I was the tutor. But
you kind of just leave them both there, and you guys all set out, feeling confident that you're plans will definitely go as you intend.
All according to plan.
All according to Keikaku.
Let's see. On your way out of town, you guys are probably just gonna walk. You guys want to enlist a cart or some? I guess they don't really have horses. You guys want to get some riding dinosaurs?
Yeah!
Yes.
It's literally what
What do small people ride?
They have riding dinosaurs for small people. You just ride like a weird two-legged triceratops instead.
Do I have to make search check?
You guys have to make knowledge nature. You guys just go right to the stables, and then you just gotta pick a creature. You want to put it Celsius? Oh,
Make a nature check. Where's my 10 different knowledge checks, wizards?
where's knowledge dinosaur?
Okay, where's my knowledge chicken fingers? I'm sorry, I just stroked it.
Where's my knowledge
Apologies.
bitch?
Where's my knowledge on titties, wizards?
That's useful for your
Yeah,
heart.
wizards.
The eye of Zoltar opens up. 17 titties come out.
Let's see. So need Snorts and Terrence still to pick your steeds.
My steed will be chosen with the knowledge of nothing. I go based off of hoof pattern. I count the ridges in the hooves because that's where all the power in the steed lies. I don't know. I'm kind of an expert in this, so you all might want to defer to my methodology.
Alright, cool. I picked the one with the biggest legs.
I
And
picked
so you do.
the one that's long. What's the longest dinosaur you got?
It's just a snake.
It's just a big snake.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. So we'll go in ascending order. So Gensha, you and Terran make your way to the back. Where all of you imagine they keep all the good animals in the back so nobody can find them and buy them. Otherwise they'd be bottled, of course, right? You're like, we understand buying things at the stables. In the back of the stables, there's two very pissed off looking two-legged triceratops-like creatures. They have tri-horns, they have a beak, they have huge back legs and short front legs, and they seem to just bounce around like kangaroo. You're like, this looks like an efficient method that won't make me sick. So you decide you want these. They're gonna be a gold piece a piece.
I pay the person. This one looks like it's got anger, just like me.
Perfect. Then we'll move on to Snort. Snort, you enter, and you go along the rows, and you don't see anything that particularly sticks out. But then you see some snarling. You come across a very cunning-looking egg-snatching dinosaur. He has like a big head and a mean look, and you're like, this guy.
Perfect.
This guy is 2 gold pieces.
2 gold it is.
And then, Clang, you and Cab, you just go right up to the front and you're like, guy, give us the best ones. The biggest, longest, most dinosaurious guys you got. Big dynamorphs. And if they turn into robots and combine, that would be cool too. This guy is just like, I see you know exactly what you're looking for. So he takes you to a special stable out back where he's breeding his prize racing dinosaurs.
Just the worst dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. He gives you guys, lesser raptors to ride.
Wow!
Lesser?
Yeah.
Where's your greater raptor?
You guys will find him later.
Where's your
Oh, no.
where's your big Chad?
There's-
Yeah,
Big genre.
I ain't out here riding no virgin lesser raptor. I want my Chad greater
Just a
raptor.
raptor.
God.
Give you the raptors.
Goes in.
That was
Do you want me to give you another slice of
I just
No.
give him 5 gold.
no?
Tab. Where's your 5 gold?
Look to literally anyone else.
I
give him
have
5 gold.
gold.
Yeah.
No, I do it.
You didn't pick the.
Me and
You
Cam,
give
we
it.
can.
We rock, paper, scissors for it.
You don't have. All right, so I pick scissors because you can only pick paper, and I win.
Shit.
Uh,
I forgot I have feathers for hands.
You play yourself. I was gonna flip a coin on it.
My grip strength.
I love snorting this like this workaround to beat Clang and fair contest of rock paper scissors. Like roll for the rock paper scissors for the last piece of pizza. All right, and you just use scissors every time, and Clang's like,
I don't even I have scissors out already, and like, sure, put it down. Put down your one thing.
let's see. So you guys take your steeds. Each of you having a very different set of creatures. Make your way to the gates, and then suddenly, Karen, you see a very familiar figure. Over now.
Is it a bronze statue?
It is Ron's statue man. He turns and he waves as you get close to him. You see he's holding something.
Bronze statue man! I don't remember his name. Did I have a name from him?
Sure, he even had a name.
He does have a name. Oh, I'm blanking. Let me check my other thing.
Call him David.
He's a statue. David's way better than what I had. His name was like Oreo or something. His name is now David. It's fine.
oh, I get it.
This is fine.
No,
Like
it's
Michelangelo's David.
What was that?
Statue.
Yeah.
Michelangelo's David because he's a statue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has really big hands.
If you like our
He's
joke
like
analysis,
up, so they took
throw us a couple
perspective
bucks
in
on
mind,
Patreon.
but now he just is normal, displayed, and just has really big hands.
Lubba dub dub.
Artifacts. That's people subscribe for, the artifacts.
If we end up playing the Rick and Morty module, we can say wubba lubba dub dub as much as we want.
It's a state of being,
I
okay?
cringe every time.
You know what? It's okay because saying cringe is the biggest cringe.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always say cringe.
Range.
Let's see.
Frank from the Ninja Turtles.
Karen, you notice that the tin, not the tin man, the bronze statue man, David, he waves at you as you get close to him, and it looks like he's holding something.
I approach him. I mean, I'm not going to be rude. You say hi to your friends.
Let's see. He hails you. He shows you that he has acquired this cat, and he holds out this cat, and the cat looks very pissed. It looks like it's attempted to scratch him many times. He says that this evil creature was doing evil upon those chickens, and he points at the chickens, and they're just kind of like standing around. He's like, I have prevented the evil.
You know, this is
Sounds
one of those
right.
cases where he might be right. I mean,
Cats are like that.
cats are pretty evil. Mr. Pickles aside, and your two other ones, I guess.
They're still pretty good. We just love them for it.
You love them for their evilness. I
Oh,
say
yeah.
the cat was probably doing evil, but it is minor, and therefore can probably be ignored.
Let's see.
The
He
cat
without,
is the lesser of two evils.
he reflects on it there for a minute, and he puts the cat down. The cat looks skinny. It looks like he'd been holding it for quite a long time.
He
Oh,
puts the
no.
cat down.
He says, being good is challenging and complex. He says, I need to follow your example more. He says he wants to follow you and watch how you do good.
Oh, you can watch me do good all day.
I'm a better example.
I would be honored to ride with you.
Does the party have any
Hi-ho,
qualms
Silver.
with freeing the statue man?
Does he have a
Taking another
ride?
NPC. Does the
To
DM
another
have
mouth to
Can
not
he ride a
feed.
dinosaur?
He says that he will run.
He can run?
He will run like Sandman. He will be very fast.
like a Sandman?
Don't you mean Sound Man?
I think he means the
Sound go
Flash.
round.
He can run very fast, he says.
Oh, I don't
Huzzah.
doubt it.
Can he run as fast as dinosaurs?
Some
I
could say
do.
it's, some even say he can run faster than the dinosaur and a horse.
Faster than 2 horses.
Well, it's
That's
tough.
what I
Like, the dinosaurs are fast. It's because they have special vision.
Like horses.
Dinosaurs have special vision.
They see snack and go for snack.
Yeah, but
They can see movement.
they can only see movement.
They only see movement. I like that.
Does that mean they're just gonna run us in the ditch?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm making all these in jokes. Anyway, you guys okay with bringing David along?
I would be remiss if I did not note that I think David is the best.
I
Only
have the
if I
sudden courage
say.
to climb on David as a birdman.
Oh shit.
I would like to sit on him.
When you do, several other birds join you. They love sitting on David. You've completely covered the backside of him in bird poop sometimes.
This is fine.
My games are full of very filthy characters.
I notice that my dinosaur looks lonely, so I go back to my dinosaur but stare longingly at David.
I'm still sitting on my dinosaur, so I don't understand what's happening.
Oh, were you here? When
No.
it happened? Well, technically none of us were except for Karen. Karen's the only one who knows it.
Oh,
What
Tab
do
was
I
there.
know?
Oh, was Kat there?
Secret lore unlocked.
Yep. They were coming back from the newspaper.
Ah. Yeah, I
Jenny
do
was
not
not
remember.
online.
Should have watched the 3-episode Explainorama where I totally talked about him from last episode. Anyway, the party leaves. You guys race off as the sun begins to get high in the sky. You guys follow the nice roadside beach. And it feels so good to be out in the open. You guys have been stagnant. You guys haven't really been traveling that much. It feels good to be traveling again. It feels like your hearts are, like the weights have been lifted from them. The sea breeze in your hair, salty smell of the water filling your nose. You feel alive. Also, the dinosaurs are frightening and fast, and they tilt a lot. It's a little bit scary to ride a dinosaur. I believe Karen and Gensha, you got the hopping dinosaurs. They hop, and it's making you ill rapidly.
I mean, but I'd tough it out because I'm a tough guy.
I believe it.
I mean, you saw me rip that door off its hinges.
Yeah.
Rip that door right
I
in
saw him eat an
half.
entire trash can one time. Like, not trash, but like the can.
Like a
It's
goat.
insane. Like, yeah.
It was just a goat wearing Karen's clothes.
That's
I
how
just
I.
drank a bunch of ayahuasca, and I was like, oh,
What is that?
It's a
it's a
hallucinogen.
hallucinatory drug.
Wow.
People in the Amazon drink it. It contains DMT. I read a
What's
book about it.
DMT?
I saw a sitcom that mentioned it. because Swirly and I are the same person and disseminate information similarly.
That's what it seems like. Let's see. As a party, you guys make your way through Gate Lock, and you guys make your way like around the beach side. You can see like the sticks are floating off there. There's lots of children, small shacks on the beach. Many of them recognize you from your committee meetings. They know that you guys are probably doing important work to protect everybody. And slowly, a crowd of people is like waving you guys as you leave, and children follow you long until you're outside the city limits.
Go back home to your moms for its sake, you rascals.
You're like, no, we want to be heroes. One guy's like, I want to ride the hopping dinosaur, and all the kids just like fall over trying to catch up to you guys. Let's see. Everybody except Cab, after about 30 minutes of hard riding, you guys can see the cedar tree line, and you can smell the cedar tree line. It burns the nose of everybody except Cab, pretty much. All the more animalistic races, the humans that don't have sensitive enough noses to know that.
For animals.
It burns. The pine smell is so strong almost. It's like it gets into your nose and it burns the nose hairs.
Don't have a nose.
You got nothing.
You have hair in them? Probably.
Okay.
I don't think birds have nose hair. They don't have hair anywhere else in the body.
I don't know. Tell us in the comments. Do birds have nose hair?
No.
Yes.
We need to know.
People fighting about it. Like there's like 300 comments. People fighting about it. But also the party members smell something fishy. Up ahead, you see a lot of commotion on the beach.
What is it? What do I see with my goblin eyes?
You see your brand. I mean, you see there appears to be a small ship and like several people on the beach. Looks like one of them is trying to flag you down by waving both arms and jumping frantically.
I move over.
You gonna investigate?
Yeah.
What is the rest of the party? Continue. You need to investigate.
Yes, I'm going to pull over with Snort.
Let's see. As you get closer, you see like a very piratish, roguish, very rugged old man. He's like jumping and shaking his arms. He's like, "Oh, young people!" He's like, come over here, help this old man."
I'm a shugana.
Oi, Mashugana.
We're having a big get together at Baba's house.
Barbara?
No, Baba.
The Baba. He cuts my hair?
Now the other one.
Barbara!
Let's see. As you guys get close, you see that there's like several fishermen trying to drag something onto the beach. The old man's like, "Grab these moors and pull with your youthful muscles." Everybody who wants to get off and help pull, make a strength check.
Make a
My
what?
muscles are indeed youthful.
Strength check. You know, that thing.
Another
You-
chance for Terran to prove his brawlic goat strength.
His bro.
Finally.
Whew.
Let me roll my strength check. How do I do?
Oh my god. No. No.
Anyone here is brolic.
It's Snort.
All I imagine is Snort, you grab onto it, and the rope pulls you, and you just get buried into the sand as it drags you.
No.
Terran,
I'm
seeing that you're
awesome.
in
How did
concern,
this happen?
he grabs the rope with top-high level strength. He shakes it, and he pulls it using his hulking halfling arms. And then Dench Cab also join in. Find it.
I got a 5.
Yeah, you just grab onto Dench's like armor and just pull on Gensha, but Gensha's not moving with you at all. Gensha's closed.
We tried,
The attempt
but
was
nothing
made.
else.
Let's see. Look, it's pulled onto the beach. Appears to be like one big, like bright red tentacle.
Oh god.
Eh.
Kill it.
The fisherman, after he gets pulled on the beach, it continues to wriggle, and the fisherman takes a knife and he cuts it, and he like takes this big goo out of it, and he starts like licking it and eating it. He's like, "Oh, it's still fresh," he says. And he like licks it, all this weird slime that comes out of the tentacle.
I'm gonna
Well,
bomb
we're
it.
gonna have to put that man down too. Shit.
Yeah. Alright. I put on my executioner's hood.
I immediately distance myself from the tentacle, but I notice that the man is eating the goo from the tentacle. You fool! What do you think you're doing?
Barbara.
Barbara! What do you think you're doing?
Another t-shirt idea.
He wipes his mouth. He's like, "Come over here, whippersnapper. You want to learn a thing? Come try this." He points at Taryn. He's like, "That extra young one. Come over here and try this."
Do you even...
No.
You don't even know what that is, and you're just eating it.
He's like, "It's a
Voice
kraken's
scribble.
tentacle."
That's a... It's a...
Oh god. It's a Kraken from the beginning of the campaign.
Oh God. Oh
That's how I
no.
got these beefy muscles. Eating random
That's how
shit.
you get them
So it's
from
you said
Kraken.
it's a bright red tentacle though, right? It's
Yeah.
not like what we usually see.
No, it's not very. It's not regular black evil tentacle.
It's not?
It's just red.
Check, please.
Check, please. More.
That's my favorite Adventure Time
Yeah, Shelby.
episode. Yeah.
I will come take a talk.
I guess I'll step closer.
Tastes like buttered fish, and then it has a strong, oily aftertaste.
I say
Oh, Doom!
Tells you it's Kraken oil. He says, "Wait, you can pull a tentacle off a Kraken. This'll light your lamps for years."
And you're just eating it.
I touch the tentacle with my janky evil goo hand, and do I feel anything? Do I get any stanky nightmares or anything like that?
You get cat.
You do not. The texture is very different.
Oh, thank God. Edible tentacles, finally.
Edible tentacle.
apparently flammable.
Wah-hoo.
Let's see.
I'm gonna cut a chunk off and eat some.
I'm not doing that. Y'all are crazy.
I've
Does
eaten.
anybody not want to eat it?
I've eaten gas station
I'm not eating it.
before. I could probably eat this.
Yes,
That has
I-
Gensha.
Eating it.
Disgusting. I lose all respect for everyone here.
Whoa.
Like you ever respected Clang.
Can't lose when you didn't have one. Got me there. Got me there.
So Snort throws flies up. He doesn't eat them.
Yeah, exactly.
There are
She
some
does
sort
not
of
eat them.
protein.
Let's see. He's like, "Yes, yes, eat up, young people." He says, "My uncle and I used to catch these kraken all the time." He says, "They're seasonal." He says, "Oh yes, he was a great man." And he's like, "Where are you guys going?"
Where were you going with that story? Bazinga.
They're
Bazonga.
going to the mines.
He's like, "The abandoned talc mines." He's like, "Are you treasure hunters?"
They're hunters of another sort.
Yeah, sure, but we're just mercenaries. Don't mind us.
Or do.
Or, do.
Cracks all the bones in my body.
He just teleports behind you and breaks your whole skeleton.
Then prints it out.
No, my bones!
You need those?
The same thing, but instead it's just like going to a chiropractor because I'm the cleric.
So I get teleport behind somebody and hug them.
No, I just teleport behind somebody and crack their whole spine, but then, ah!
Oh, I feel lighter, thank you.
Refreshing. All of the stress is gone.
Let's see, the salty sailor man, he comes up to the bird person, and some of the other sailors come by and they start eating parts of the crack, and they have a little fire and they eat some skewers from it, and some of them are just like reaming out and pushing out all the oil into these big sacks, these big oily sacks.
Not oily sex.
The sailor man puts his arm around Klein and says that he's like, yep, he tells you this. His uncle said that there was a couple years ago a treasure hunter was up there. Not sure if he's still up there, but he mapped the whole thing. He heard that there was a pirate who buried the treasure in them mines.
Oh, what did he look like?
He thinks for a sec. He's like, he was fat. He was a big fat guy.
Oh no, it's the milkman.
Or was it Jack Black?
Oh god, it could be so many things. Two things. Those two things were the only options. I'm sorry, I was wrong.
Yeah, I'm not fat.
Guys, ever
You're
hear
not
from
fat.
him again?
No one said Benny.
Yeah. Good.
Let's see. He's like, I don't know. He's like, thinks about it. He's like, it was a couple of years ago. Says nobody's been up since those mines been abandoned. He says they were abandoned awful fast when he was a kid. Nobody touched them for years, and then rumors about pirate treasure hunter, and then nothing. Just probably gave up because there probably isn't any treasure. He says he just like laughs about it, and then kind of looks sad that the world isn't nearly as magical as he hopes.
Oh.
It's pretty magical. Like there's actual magic.
Like there's a kraken. He literally is eating a kraken.
I don't know what's gonna impress this dude.
If only he had a smartphone.
One day. In the
Anyway.
far future.
Do you guys want some oily bags? He says it's good at keeping the local fauna away if you rub it on your body.
Oh, yeah! I
Oh,
rubbed
more
that shit all
poison.
over my
Get
body.
to rub on myself, yes.
The theme of this game is rub it on your skin.
Is rub it on your skin. We got the theme of this game is bad stinks.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Stink
Let's
has
take map of
solved a lot of our problems. Yeah,
Onionade.
Onionade, friggin' poots and farts and burps saved us
Yep.
all the time.
We're just really cowboys, I gotta say. We're just cowboys.
We really
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I will take the oil bag. That seems like it could come. I don't want to get eaten by the fauna.
Does anybody else want an oil bag? You can get an oil bag, and you can also get an oil bath.
I'm gonna do both.
An oil what? What was the second one?
An oil bag or an oil what?
Bath.
I'll just take the bag. That's okay.
What does everybody else want?
I'm going in the oil bath.
Yeah!
Oh, right.
Bath buddy!
Cabin
This better
Terran?
be good.
I'll go.
Now, what is a bath?
The fauna already stays away from you, Cab, so I think you're safe.
You have a bathtub.
It's never been filled.
It's not.
The only thing in that
You mean
bathtub
my
is
chariot?
What about Terran? Does Terran want a bag or a bath?
I'll take a bath.
Alright. I imagine the statue guy, he just kind of opens his chest like Bender from Futurama and puts the oily bag in there.
What? The David?
The David.
David.
Davido.
Let's see. Is there anything else you guys want to ask the sailors? You guys are going to have a lovely lunch and then leave.
We're just
Have a
gonna
lovely lunch.
let's roast up some of these this crap.
I'm,
Roast up some of this David.
So David.
I'm interested
Well,
in how
anyway.
flammable this oil is.
We use it as lantern oil.
So very flammable.
He says, yeah. He says, don't near it. Don't
Back.
smoke a pipe near it. You'll lose all your body hair.
Be right back.
He knows the
I
hard
only
way.
have feathers.
You'll lose all your feathers.
Oh
He's for cooked chicken. Huh?
no!
Let's see. While you sit down, the sailors exchange some stories. Some you've heard before, some new ones. None of them sound real at all. And then David, the statue man, he tells you a story about when he was at a monastery. There was monks trying to reach enlightenment there, and he says that one of the monks went through serious meditation. And he tried to split himself from his evil and his good.
Does this sound familiar to me at all?
Nah, you're not even paying attention.
Yeah.
You have to minimize 2 Pokemon games for that.
No.
Only one.
Yeah, just the one.
But he tells you that. He doesn't remember the end of the story, though. He never saw the end of the ceremony they performed.
Lame.
I go over and I'm like, do you have any more of this squid?
To the fishermen.
Yeah.
He says, "We're about to go get some." He's like, "Ah!" They all get on their boats. They've only like 7 small boats and such huge harpoons, like 10, 20-foot long harpoons.
How did they kill the krakens? The harpoons?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
How would you kill the Kraken?
Magic!
Oh, that's fair. Fair.
And by kill the kraken, I mean make friends with the kraken.
Okay, Kirby.
Definitely not eat the Kraken and gain his Kraken powers.
I mean, if he's already dead, then yeah. But otherwise, I could ride the kraken. Ow! Pickles! Not at all! That? Ugh. Got a hole in my leg! Sorry guys, I'm dying.
It's okay.
Let's see. So the sailors say goodbye like the end of episode of Pokemon and wave at everybody. You guys get back in your saddles and you ride off. You come to the watchtower and the map informs you have to branch off from the main road and take what is basically an old dirt trail into the unsafety out of the protection of the cedar trees.
Huh?
You have to go in the bush.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my stomach.
You guys have to go in the outback. You have to go in the bush. Does anybody who wants to take lead? Who wants to be at the end? Do you guys want to take any actions before you go in the bush?
I'll take the end.
I'll take lead for Rick and Morty's bush adventure.
Oh god. Not that.
Going on an adventure, Morty. Rick and Morty bush adventure.
Bada bang!
Trying to decide whether or not casting thaumaturgy to have little lights around is a good idea or a bad idea. Oh, is it still good? Never mind!
Even if it's nighttime, it'll still be a good idea. Because if anything steps to us, I'll just hit it real hard.
Alright. You heard her, folks. Don't just hit it. Don't just hit it real hard.
No, I honestly think we're actually set for our bush adventure.
Perfect. Alright, so you guys suddenly step into the bush. A nearby guy in a watchtower waves as you guys make your way there. You hear him yell, "You damn fools!"
Rude.
That's what my mama used to call me.
Let's see. Punch from the Syrian Cedar Tree Safety down a rough road. You guys continue further. It becomes very jungle infested very quickly. There's dragonflies the size of birds buzzing around your head. Huge mosquitoes that you can pick off like small rats and squish them in your hand.
Ah.
I could eat them. I guess you could. The tropical plants are just like overhanging in the road. Like it's barely a road, it's an animal trail. You guys are roughing it down there, slowing you guys down. It's unbelievably humid. You can't breathe. There's only a little bit of sunlight peeking in through the canopy. There's all these ungodly noises everywhere you've never heard in your life. Everything sounds scary and frightening. It's like a hurricane of scary terrors.
I'm gonna eat so
Very fairies.
but I'm gonna gain 10 birdie pounds.
10 whole birdie pounds?
Yep.
They're gonna put you in the birdie pound if you do that.
I gotta read the next section. The party travels further until it comes to an issue. It looks like there used to be a bridge across this murky, swampy area. It appears to be some kind of brackish swamp. It's a bit salty smelling. But the bridge that used to be there appears to have been swept away. There's barely any remains of it. The bridge was probably over 50 to 60 feet long, so there's a whole stretch of basically nothing. There's a whole stretch of swamp in between you and the rest of the road. What would the party like to do? Feel free to make nature and investigation check.
Alright, we can do both?
Yep.
Finally. One good roll.
Trying to figure out what the newest investigation is. I missed it. I must start with Clangs, right? Clang, you were the first one. It was your 3.
Nope. I, for investigation, had a 3, but the first thing I rolled for knowledge of nature, and I had a 7.
Okay, so that's new. Okay. And then there's Morgan's nature check and then down. Okay. So let me do a nature check first.
Nature.
Let's see. So Terran, Clang, and Snort, you all notice. You all know from your knowledge of nature that if this is a brackish swamp, it comes from open air wetlands, where it's probably more shallow. It's probably narrower upstream. So theoretically, if you follow the swamp upstream, you might be able to find an easier way across, especially if you're animals. But it would take a lot longer.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess I'll let people know, but preferably someone else find something awesome.
What was that?
Karen also finds in his investigation that around this area there's a lot of footprints on this side of the swamp. And there's a lot of footprints that seem to go in and out of the swamp. They don't particularly look human. Non-human. Bipedal, though, sorry.
Like a raptor. Clever
Well,
girl.
man.
Clever girl.
You remember that movie?
Billy.
Jurassic Fart.
Yeah.
Does anyone else see anything useful?
All the time.
Got him.
Get wrecked.
No. That's all I got.
I don't trust any of my nature or investigation checks, so I'm gonna let the people who are actually good at that stuff for it, hopefully.
You don't want misinformation?
Not especially. I can trust what my eyes see.
Look with your special eyes.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, I'll give a better answer. What does my passive perception of 12 tell me?
You're like, these bugs are fucking annoying. Wait.
Got him.
All right, cool. That's all I need to know. Fuck bugs.
Fuck bugs indeed.
I don't think the bugs would like that. You might talk
I was
to
about to say, please don't.
first.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna do it
He's gonna put it right in that beetle.
right in the
Oh, please stop.
boosie.
This is not that kind of game.
This is what they subscribe for.
Oh, the other Patreon.
For me,
John's bug Patreon.
You guys like bugs? Yes, so do I.
What is it? It's like death.
bugs and tentacles.
It's always sunny when it's like, I don't want to actually go to this website. He's like, keep talking back and you're gonna end up on the weird one.
Do a lot with bugs and tentacles.
That's just hentai.
Nuts. That dead silence makes you feel very supported.
Alright.
Anyway, what would the party like to do? Would you like to travel upstream? Would you like to investigate the footsteps further? Would you like to try to ford the river? Or would you guys like to backpedal and try to find an alternative route?
I would like to investigate the local place. I never know.
I feel as if the footprints ruse and are just here to take us off. I would like to ford the river. No, I'm not gonna ford the river. I'm too fucking heavy. I'll sink like a rock.
It's Alex Jones time.
JK. Okay, fine. Oh, God. Hey, John. What does a weapon skill equal to hit?
If you're proficient with the weapon, it's strength and proficiency. Or if it's a finesse weapon, you can use whichever's higher between your strength and your dexterity.
Okay.
If it's a weapon, you can two-hand. Like if it's a bastard sword or something, you do like I think they still do strength and a half. I mean, I would do fucking strength and a half, but I don't know if wizards kept that in. Are you listening, wizards?
Fucking with the ghost, am I right? Got him.
But yeah, it's strength and proficiency, or dex and proficiency if finessed.
I'm not proficient. Shit.
Looks like it's
Just your
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
flat strength check, family.
I appreciate it.
What does Cab think?
What's this Chad thing?
It's Chad time.
Think
Well,
about
Who
what?
is the?
I look up from my potato vodka.
Oh!
About fording the river.
About what? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
About fording the river.
Oh, we should definitely do that. I'm gonna say something that's like, be like water, be the stick that resists it not, but flow through the rock that you have broke.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
I don't know. I just said a bunch of cool Confucius shit. So
I'd if we can avoid it, I'd like to avoid fording the river. If going
how
up
long
the
is it?
river,
Can I jump over it?
Over 50 feet.
yeah, I'm not fording the
What
river.
is it?
That's
How
you just put
how
a
wide
big
is it?
you just put a big moving TPK in front of us. I'm not getting in the.
Come on, don't you want to die?
Not especially. No.
Near constantly.
I'm having a hard time hearing everyone. Everyone's glitching out. Sounds like Porygon.
That's pretty cool.
You must love it.
My way.
How wide is the river? It's a swamp. It's 50 feet. You're not sure how deep it is. It has a lot of
Jump
canopy
50
overhang.
feet.
You jump 50 feet?
Insane vertical leap.
You can always cross via the trees, but you have to leave your mounts behind.
I want to look at the footprint.
Make another investigation.
18.
You examine the footprints. You've seen them before. You've seen them when you're walking in the sticks in the sand. In the sticks, you know that there are not very many beastly races, really. Crocodile man. That's what you think it is.
Crocodile man.
Maybe more than one.
Just like the Cookie Man.
Yeah. You guys haven't really talked to a lot of crocodile man. You don't know much about them.
I say that I think that this river is full of crocodile men.
Cookie Crocs?
Yes.
Was this his family that he left behind?
Oh, we're gonna see why.
Do you guys hear that? I think that's the racism police. I think we've been too racist against crocodile men.
You're gonna file a complaint. My joke was just really bad. It hurt me.
Yeah, whenever Brandon talks, it's just Porygon noises.
For me?
That's pretty good though. Porygon's cool.
It's basically what I hear when he talks anyway.
I got him.
Yeah.
Because he's a robot.
Yar.
Beep boop.
I'm blanking. Plank says it's crocodile man. Oh shit, I was gonna try to wrap it up on either a cliffhanger or a decision, and this is a decision, so we'll wrap it up here and pick it up next week.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Alright.
All right.
Matthew McConaughey?